Democrats in the mind of everyday Americans is, to quote CNN's Etten, lower than the Dead Sea. I can't wait to share with you what the latest numbers come out. I guess this is what you can expect when you pretty much back up illegal criminals, you fight ICE agents, you fight the Constitution, you fight the president who is duly elected of the United States of America. Are we really surprised? Well, guess what? It gets a lot worse. We're going to talk about the judge who just got convicted yesterday for helping an illegal evade federal agents. I'm going to tell you about that. Plus, President Trump adds something to the presidential walk of fame that is driving liberals absolutely nuts. But first, we have to talk about this. This is absolutely insane. The suspect has finally been identified in the horrendous tragedy that happened at Brown University. And of course, Blue Run City, Blue Run State, none of the confiscation happened due to the efforts and qualifications and skills of Providence police authorities and the officials at Brown University. Guess who solved the crime? A homeless man living by the campus. You're not going to believe this. Check this out. That's right, folks. The Brown University shooting suspect was found solely due to a homeless man who confronted and followed the now, he actually unalived himself in his own with a self-inflicted gunshot wound in his very own storage unit as authorities surrounded this warehouse. His name is Claudio Neves Valente, but the homeless man's name, he goes by John. And so before the attack, he posted an anonymous tip that you see on your screen, identifying his rental car, and ultimately led police to the suspect in Salem, New Hampshire. He says, I'm being dead serious. The police need to look into a gray Nissan with Florida plates, possibly a rental. He posted this on Reddit. That was the car he was driving. It was parked in front of the little shack behind the Rhode Island Historical Society on the Cook Street side. I know because he used his key fob to open the door, approached it, and then something prompted him to back away. When he backed away, he relocked the car. I mean, this is amazing. This is like a full-on, like MacGyver. It's like, you can't write this stuff up, folks. They were congratulating themselves in this insidious press conference. I'm not going to put you through the torture. We did such a good job. We were working 48 straight hours. This is a Ivy League university that has an endowment of billions, not millions, billions, multiple billions of dollars. And they claimed they did everything in their power to try to cover up their gross incompetence. The police chief's top priority last year was DEI and diversity. That should ring a bunch of alarm bells. The president says, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, she's like a lost, clueless mook, just showed up out of nowhere. The mayor, the governor, they're all clueless. They had no idea what was going on. They actually had a suspect in custody and then they had to let him go. I mean, somebody has to explain this to me. I think this has to do with what I say all the time, the number one contagion that has afflicted modern society, DEI. It is more harmful, dangerous, and consequential than any disease, any affliction, any famine known to man. I'm telling you, because it's invisible, it bleeds into the arteries of society. I hope this guy, there's a $50,000 reward. I hope this guy, John, he goes by John. I don't know. That's just his first name. I hope he gets it because he deserves it. At the end of his statement there, he says, I found that odd. So when he circled the block, I approached the car, and that is when I saw the Florida plates. He was parked in the section between the gate of the RIHS and the corner of Cook and George Street. A homeless guy solved this crime. And what did they do? Instead of saying thank you, they congratulated themselves. This is the Democrats, folks. Can it get any worse? Yes, it can. Director of the FBI, Kash Patel, posted this. No one is above the law on X after Milwaukee County judge found guilty of obstructing federal immigration agents in courthouse incident has now been convicted. Check out this video clip just in case you forgot of how this insipid, deceptive, lawless judge took the law into her own hands. Like most Democrats, they think that they can get away with anything. Watch this.
For the first time, we're seeing Judge Hannah Dugan outside her courtroom April 18th wearing her black robes, appearing to confront several federal agents there to arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Milwaukee man and Mexican national charged locally with 3 counts of domestic battery. This video, released by Milwaukee County through an open records request, is part of the evidence in the case against Judge Dugan, who's charged with obstructing a federal investigation, concealing Flores Ruiz, allowing him to leave her courtroom by a different door after sending the agents to speak to the chief judge. Flores Ruiz, dressed in black with his attorney, is seen in several of the videos leaving by that other door. One prosecutors say was used by jurors and not open to the public. As he leaves, though, he is seen in the hallway, followed by another agent. As Flores Ruiz gets into the elevator to leave, the agent slips in as well. According to the criminal complaint against Dugan, that agent followed them down. The agent seen here following out of the building downstairs, and once backup arrived, they tried to arrest Flores Ruiz, who another video shows ran north in front of the courthouse for nearly a block before agents caught up with him and arrested him. Federal agents arrested Dugan herself a week later.
I mean, the nerve of this judge is just beyond me. So here's what's happened. Milwaukee County judge, her name's Hannah Dugan, was convicted of obstructing an official proceeding, a felony carrying up to 5 years in prison. She was acquitted of a misdemeanor charge. Prosecutors played a recording of Dugan telling her court reporter about the plan. When her clerk asked if she should show the immigrant the exit, Dugan replied, "I'll do it," quote, "I'll get the heat." Agents then chased Flores Ruiz on foot and arrested him outside. He was deported in November. Dugan, 66 years old, will lose her judgeship. Wisconsin's constitution bars convicted felons from holding public office. This is a huge win for America. And more important than that, sends a message. You guys aren't above the law. You can't just get away with it. Just because you think something doesn't align with what you think is right and wrong, which is absolutely like soulless and rudderless, doesn't mean you can just take the law into your own hands. This keeps happening over and over because I know these people. I tell you how many times I've told you they're academics in sheep's clothing. They think they're innovative and creative. Elon Musk is innovative and creative. President Trump is a doer. He is in the arena. He's an innovator. He's completely innovated the political landscape, as well as all of these America First cabinet members. You guys, however, think you're innovative by breaking the law. You think you're heroic by taking the law into your own hands and defying the Constitution. You think that you're doing right by actually cheating the electoral process. This is a huge message, America. This is a huge win, and we should all celebrate it. But wait, there's more. You think it can't get any worse for the Democrats? Answer, it can. Check out, this is my favorite part. Check out CNN. CNN, this is an ally to the woke left. The latest poll has come in, and it ain't pretty. Watch.
How are voters feeling about Democrats right now?
Yeah, I mean, Democrats in the minds of the American public are lower than the Dead Sea. What are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look. The net approval rating for Democrats in Congress, you said it, Kate Baldwin, the lowest ever. Look at this. Overall, they are 55 points underwater. Their approval rating is south of 20%. It's even worse when you look at independents. Look at this. Negative 61 points. That means that their approval rating is 61 points lower than their disapproval rating. Quinnipiac has been polling this question for the better part of the 21st century. They have never found Democrats, at least those in Congress, in worse shape than they are right now.
The lowest approval rating in the history of U.S. American politics, south of 20%. The actual number is way lower than that, 18%. So it's not 19 or 19.5. It's actually an 18% approval rating. You think that's going to incentivize them and inspire them to change their actions? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. My guess, not on your life. This is what happens, folks, and it's a kind of scary admission. You'll never hear this anywhere else. This could actually get my channel taken down, but this is the absolute truth. They realized something fierce, something that struck terror in the marrow of their bones. They realized long ago, years ago, that they couldn't win elections. They couldn't retain power from actual American citizens. So the lowest approval rating in the history of the party, in the history of U.S. politics, you would think they would say, you know what, let's take a step back. A smart individual, an intelligent leader, an actual leader would take a step back, not like Ghetto Crockett and the rest of these mooks. You know what, maybe we should do something different. Maybe we should change something. Maybe we should realign ourselves, regroup, come up with some new, fresh ideas, strategies that actually serve the American public. No. You know what they did instead? This is the real crime, y'all. They said, no, if these guys don't like us, we'll just replace them. We'll import millions and millions and millions of people. We'll give them free credit cards, free health care, tax benefits, free homes, free loans, have them take advantage of American citizens, have them cause mortal harm to American citizens. We'll promise them everything as long as they vote Democrat. And they sit there smiling, and they sit there with their stupid videos on X, and they're posting on TikTok, and they're actually going in front of news press conferences saying that we're on the right side, that we're the good guys. Can you believe this garbage? Well, here I'm going to end it with this. This is absolutely fantastic. Here's some more analytics and numbers. I can't wait to get your comments on that. But Democrats probably weren't too happy when they learned, I just have to share this clip, the latest CPI number that actually shows what the latest inflation data, which has shattered expectations. Listen to this CNBC reporter actually gasp at the numbers. This is amazing.
The number of the morning, the CPI, maybe coming in a little bit better than expected. Right. 2.7%, a little light here. I'm just reading the headlines here. Year over year, 2.7. Ex-food and energy core, 2.6. So 0.4 off. That is a very good number here. And it really, I have not looked at the internals. I'll look at them now, but it suggests that the internals are good as well. Let's see, year over year, over the last 12 months. There is no month to month, but some guys will be able to calculate. Seasonally adjusted index for all items less food and energy rose 0.2% over the 2 months. So correct my math here, Michael Santoli, but 0.2 divided by 2 is 0.1.
Yeah.
Inflation has cooled to 2.7%, my fellow Americans. Trump fixed the economy in less than 12 months. Even CNN, check this out, even CNN brought on this Harvard professor who says there's no way to spin it. Watch.
I mean, I was surprised. It was a better number than anyone was expecting. Look, inflation's been very high. It's stayed high. It has not been coming down. But, people were expecting it to be above 3%. It was well below 3%. I mean, I think the president will take this as good news. The investors will think that interest rates will get cut more. So, it was a positive news. There's no other way to spin it.
No other way to spin it. God bless America, and God bless President Trump. And last but not least, to share this. This is so good. Caitlin Collins from CNN lost her mind. The leftists, I see them every single day losing their minds because President Trump, he's got his brilliant presidential walk of fame. Instead of a picture of vegetable and chief Joe Biden, he's got a picture of the auto pen. That's bad enough. This guy is a master of trolling his enemies. Instead of putting him in jail, he tortures them psychologically. I love it. Well, hopefully he will put them in jail, but for now he doesn't. He has now added these contextual plaques, which Caitlin Collins from CNN says, this reads a lot like Truth Social posts. I mean, it's driving the left nuts. But just to give you an example, underneath Sleepy Joe, he says, Sleepy Joe Biden was by far the worst president in American history. These are actual plaques at the White House, folks. But wait, it gets better. Under Trump's plaque, he has, in 2016, under the slogan, Make America Great Again, Donald Trump became the first person in American history to become president without previously holding political office. Oh, and after beating 16 other candidates during his historic first term, Trump signed the largest tax cuts in history, built a booming economy, eliminated record number of federal regulations. Look what he has under Obama. So here's Obama's frame on the Presidential Walk of Fame, and under that, Barack Hussein Obama was the first black president. Okay, yada, yada, yada. As president, he passed the highly ineffective, quote, Unaffordable Care Act. These are actual carved in metal plaques at the White House. This is genius, folks. Under Obama, the ISIS caliphate spread across the Middle East. Libya collapsed into chaos, and Russia invaded and took Crimea and Ukraine. He crippled small businesses with crushing regulation and environmental red tape, devastated American coal miners, and weaponized the IRS. It goes on and on. Obama, this is the crux, the absolute apex. Obama also spied on the 2016 presidential campaign and presided over the creation of the Russia hoax, the worst political scandal in American history. His hand-picked successor, Hillary, would then lose the presidency. How do you not love this guy? It's impossible not to love this guy. This is genius. He also added under Reagan's frame, he said Reagan won the Cold War and transformed American politics. He somehow injected himself in there, which I think is absolutely fantastic. He says, I'm trying to find where it says Trump. Yeah. So known as the great communicator, he was reelected in a landslide. He is a fan of President Trump long before President Trump's historic run. Likewise, President Trump was a fan of his. That's an actual plaque. He secured the border, folks. He's fixing the economy. He's reorienting America on the global stage. He's ended 8, 9, 10 conflicts and going. He's stopping terrorists. He's stopping cartels from delivering poison to our children off the coast of Florida and our southern border, bringing in these fentanyl, narcotics, etc., etc. He's sending a message to the world. And I hear it loud and clear. We're back. And we're just getting started. This is only year one. So much more to come. Oh, I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love each and every one of you. We just passed a major milestone, 200 million views and growing. I'm never going to stop because the truth demands it. This is for our grandkids' grandchildren, so that they can wake up in an America that's recognizable. That's the same America that you and I grew up in. Our mission here is to make common sense go viral. You can help. It's free. Tap the thumbs up. Share this. Share this to a text message. Share this with everybody and let them know what you think. The Hippocrats, the Republicans, senators, congressmen, White House staff, they all watch the show. They all watch and they read the comments. Now's your chance. Let them know what they think. Don't forget to check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.